question and responses for psoriasis. Now, please like this video, subscribe to our channel. It's going to help us grow and spread this life-saving information. Let's get into this. Question 1 from Beddoers for Good. My 3-year-old grandson has psoriasis since birth, probably a vaccine. Would this work in this situation as well? If you have time to answer, thanks, Dr. B. Well, this is a taboo subject that can't be talked about. But I like the way you worded it. Absolutely, because when you look at this, any type of medical intervention, okay, and this is going to be medications or injectables, can negatively affect the body's ability to reproduce itself. And this is the immune system. So absolutely. And you can also see negative effects with the gut. And hugely, when I'm looking at, and a third of my practice is under 12. So when I see these kids, I see bloated, leaky gut, it's destroyed. And this has a lot to do with their medical interventions, and I'm trying to be as politically correct as possible, and food products. So it will work. So you have to look at the stress of the kid, particularly 3 years old. So limit any interventions that could be forced on the kid, but also let's build his gut flora. So look at how his sleep patterns are. Make sure his sleep environment is really good. Get him to a chiropractor that's skilled in this. A good website is ICPA, the number 4, KIDS. Kids, ICPA, it's International Chiropractic Pediatric Association for Kids.org. And you'll find somebody that's skilled in there. So we have to look at the physical stressors. Also, the presence of ear infections could indicate a traumatic birth. And then during the birth process, if the mom got Pitocin, which initiates those uterine contractions, it can actually cause damage to the structure of the kid. This is why most ear infections are not ear infections, they're ear effusions. And so look at the mom's health during the birth process and look at the kid's health during the birth process. And then you've got to get them on fermented foods. Now, coconut yogurt is really good. If he has a leaky gut, it might be challenging to digest the standard cow's yogurt. Goat yogurt is also really good. Goat milk is sometimes easier, and this will help to get normal, healthy bacteria in his system. And then look at a topical, look at coconut oil, look at certain oils that you can put on his skin. Castor oil is excellent, but building that gut flora is going to be one of the keys. And let me know how he's doing. Question 2 from Jamie and Javier. What do you think about probiotic skin cream? Love it. When you look at most soaps, the antibacterial soaps are dangerous to the human being. You've got 50,000 bacteria per square inch in the ballpark, and you got bacteria that protect you. It's like everyone's heard of Staph, but Staph epididymis protects you from Staph aureus. So you have a flora on there. I love Mother's Dirt. There's a lot of good probiotic skin creams out there, though. And so look at Mother's Dirt is one, but look at anything, but also look at what's damaging that skin. And that's going to be the antibacterial soaps. Purell is completely toxic. There's a lot of things that we're putting on our skin that are dangerous, but absolutely, I love probiotic skin cream. Question 3 from Calix. Could you do a video on Tinnea versicolor? Oh, yeah. Okay, so when you look at this, a common skin infection caused by a fungus. The fungus causes patchy changes in skin color that may affect the skin looking lighter or darker than healthy skin. Now, this is huge. So when you look at this skin issue, it is a disruption of the normal flora of the skin, but also it's going to be a gut issue. So look at building the gut flora, look at a topical. So make sure that you're building up that skin flora. Look at things that'll damage the skin flora, such as antibacterial, antimicrobial soaps. Look at creams, skins, and also look at other things like what you're washing your hands with. You could be If you're a contractor, turpentine, all of these things can disrupt the normal skin flora. Concrete, I worked with a lot of concrete. That can disrupt the normal skin flora and cause a lot of breaking and damage. So you got to build that gut flora, look at the automatic nervous system. So if the person's in a stressed state, it's going to shut down the blood supply to the gut, and that is literally your tissue production. So to correct this, you have to look at the physical, chemical, and emotional causative factors. And once you address those, then your body can get in that rest, digest, and repair. And every human being has this automatic nervous system, stress or regeneration. Okay. And when you're chemically stressed, you're going to end up having this. And remember, bacteria eat funguses, molds, bacteria. Or other bacteria. So healthy bacteria will keep the funguses, molds, yeast, everything in check. And look at things that damage it. All medications can damage that gut flora. And that is a direct indication of what the skin is. The skin is like a fire alarm to what's going on in your gut. Question 4 from Maria Boonin. Thank you, Dr. John Bergman. I've been sharing. I've been sleeping 5 hours a night for a week now. Would that be sufficient? A small meal a day beside fruit. Thank you. No, 5 hours a night is not good. And when you look at it, we all have this natural circadian rhythm. And it's literally, if you sleep more than 9 hours, there can be damage to the system. So there's less stimulus to the brain. So you're looking at more brain issues. If you're sleeping less than 5 hours, you're looking at more chronic disease. Optimal human function is 6.5 to 7.5 hours of deep, good restorative sleep. So absolutely check out our sleep videos, which is hugely important. And this is a skill set that should be taught in schools. And eventually, when human beings take back our systems, we're going to be teaching health, like literally the care of the human body in schools. So check out our sleep restriction videos, because you have to reset that natural circadian rhythms so that you can live within the design parameters of the body. And sleeping deep 6.5 to 7.5 hours is the key. That's the key for your parameter of your design. Question 5 from Kikane. Had it since 20 from welding arsenic in a broiler. Oh my gosh, I've seen this so many times. A couple of patients who are welding on the inside of nuclear subs. I mean, horrible. Now let's look at this. Arsenic and skin diseases. Chronic arsenic exposure from contaminated water, food, occupational. And this gives hyperkeratosis, pigment changes, non-melanoma skin cancers, inflammatory dermatitis, psoriasis, all sorts of eruptions, skin eruptions, because the skin is how your body detoxes. Now, this arsenic to psoriasis, oxidative stress, and DNA damage. Now, this is going to be excessive ROS, reactive oxygen species. And this literally causes, it mimics psoriasis pathology, but the damage to DNA proteins, because it is a poison, then you get immune system dysregulation. So it can increase all sorts of different cellular types. And these are central cytokines in psoriasis pathogenesis. And it reduces T cell activity, tipping the balance towards unchecked inflammation. So immune system dysregulation, epigenetic changes, and this is changes that control the gene. Again, arsenic can control gene expression. It induces histamine modifications and DNA methylation, which literally changes the skin. Now, altered keratinocyte signaling. Now, this interferes with the pathways. Now, arsenic promotes keratinocyte hyperproliferation and resistance to apoptosis. Apoptosis is programmed cell death, so your body is breaking down so you can build healthy cells. It limits that. And then carcinogenic, psoriatic form lesions. In some patients, long-term arsenic exposure causes dermatosis, clinical resembling with an overlap of psoriasis. So this is huge. And look at your 4 detox pathways: respiration, perspiration, bowel movements, and urination. And look at that autonomic nervous system. So this is definitely a chemical stressor, throwing your body into that fight or flight response, decreasing blood supply to the gut. So go back to our 5 keys. Look at your autonomic nervous system. So make sure that structure is cleared of interference. Get to a corrective chiropractor. Then look at the gut flora. So build the gut flora, get healthy bacteria in there, get fermented foods. And then look at sleep patterns. Those are going to be huge. Then look at direct sunlight exposure, which is fantastic. Diaphragmatic breathing helps. And then replacing the skin flora with some good probiotic skin cream. And your body can recover. But that arsenic poisoning, you've got to detox that system. I encourage you to get a live blood cell analysis and then also utilize IVs. And IVs can either be detoxing or getting nutrients in the system. Look at hyperbaric chambers. Look at infrared saunas. So you have to increase the 4 detox pathways to get that stuff out of the system. And then your body can recover. Now, if your question wasn't answered here, because we do have to censor our comments on the environment we're living in now, please go to the Dr. B VIP site. There I can answer uncensored, and go to our site, adaptivephysiology.com, because that's where we have all our uncensored content. But God bless you. These were great questions. Stay healthy, my friends. Literally, the world was built for you, and you were built for this planet.